Portugal is one of the safest countries in the world. Steady sustainable growth, fantastic infrastructure, tourism boom of 27 million last year, up 7% from the previous year. Friendly people, great infrastructure, great food, fantastic country. Yes, you can expect returns from your investment in Portugal. What we've seen in the past typically is between 4 to 6% return as an income. On top of that, in some neighbourhoods of Lisbon, we've seen some very steady capital appreciation growth of around 10%. Now that's not guaranteed, but we have seen those trends in the past. Okay, typically when you move forward with a sale for property here in Portugal, the first step would be reservation. The reservation is normally there's a deposit paid to the lawyer, and that typically takes the property from the market and holds the property out of the market whilst the lawyer performs due diligence on the property. The next step would be promissory contract, or CPCV. Now that is a sizable deposit, and that is entering into a legal binding contract, which is normally 30 days, typically 30 days after the reservation is made. Once that's achieved and the lawyers are happy and the due diligence has been performed, then the next stage will be deed. Once everybody's happy, and deed can typically be 14 days or up to 3 months from reservation. Okay, for buying a property in Portugal, the costs and taxes for the acquisition can equate to approximately 8% above the purchase price. Now that's an overstated figure that would cover everything. If you see a property whilst you're here in Portugal, we'll give you a full specific breakdown of each individual cost, but as a rule of thumb, in layman's terms, we work around 8% of the purchase price. Okay, and what that covers is IMT tax, land registry, notary fees, lawyers' fees, stamp duty. 8% on top of the purchase price is an overstated figure, but if you keep that figure in your mind, then you're not going to be disappointed when you come. Yes, the real estate market has changed due to the pandemic. Obviously, with travel restrictions and as we are tapped into a global market, it's very difficult for clients to travel here to Portugal. How we've adapted with that is a lot of the platforms that we can use can facilitate a remote basis for the clients to work from. It basically means in essence the client doesn't need to travel here to Portugal. We can put a structure in place virtually to the client through the properties and actually help them move forward with the purchase through reservation and through the purchase process without physically having to come here to Portugal. No, the pandemic's not stopping us from organising meetings globally around the world. In actual fact, with Zoom and other platforms that are available, we can actually move to different countries without physically having to travel there. Such as Dubai, the USA, Hong Kong, South Africa, China. We can organise Zoom throughout one day where it's physically impossible to travel to those countries. So in that sense, the pandemic is not stopping us with the private meetings. We've managed to evolve and we're still pushing forward nicely with the business. Okay, the Portuguese Golden Visa Programme is designed to give applicants the benefit to enter into Portugal and travel through the Schengen region with a Golden Visa residency card. To obtain the card, you need to purchase property here in Portugal. Once you've purchased the property, you and your family can live and work in Portugal and study in Portugal over the 5-year application programme. The minimum stay would be 7 days per annum. However, you can live here through that programme, through the process. And through that 5-year programme, the main applicant, their family members and dependents can live, work and study in Portugal through that 5-year programme. At the end of the 5-year programme, it offers the opportunity for passport and citizenship here in Portugal. Okay, the investment options available through real estate purchase are, First and foremost, €500,000 entry-level property purchase price. Basically, that can be any property. It can be residential, it can be commercial, it can be land, it can be multiple units, it can be anywhere pretty much in Portugal. As long as your investment is above the €500,000 threshold, then that enables you to move forward with the purchase of the property and move forward with the visa application. Okay, so the next option would be a €400,000 entry-level purchase price. It's exactly the same principle as the €500,000 entry-level, however it's in a low-density area. So in other words, the population in an interior area of Portugal is lower, and that is typically the areas that you'll be looking for a €400,000 golden visa investment. The next option would be 350. Okay, €350,000 is a different option. The idea behind that is you purchase a property that is 30 years older or more and needs renovation to be done to the property, to be completed on the property. As long as the property purchase price and the renovation costs are above the 350 threshold and it's 30 years old or more, then that gives you entitlement to start the application at a lower entry-level price of 350. The next option will be the €280,000 option. The €280,000 option is again exactly the same principle as the 350, however it's in an interior low-density area of Portugal, i.e. exactly the same as the 400, but a €280,000 entry level, which is less money. One of the most popular investments is the 350 golden visa option. With a 350 visa, obviously there's works that's needed to be done to renovate the property or reconstruct the property. My after sales team can take that pressure away from a client and organise all of the works, contracts, organise the renovations and take the stress out of moving forward with the 350 visa. So far that's been one of the most popular options of this year. The idea behind the NHR programme is it attracts more wealthy, affluent people to come reside here in Portugal. They bring business ideas, offer employment to locals, and once the NHR applicant enters into the programme, it can offer some fantastic tax benefits for the applicant over the 10-year period that the NHR programme would last. Yeah, for retirees, the non-habitual residency programme can offer a tax-free haven for a 10-year period for clients who enter into the programme. Okay, the reason why you should invest in Portugal Homes is, we're experts in the property and real estate market here in Portugal. We're also proactive. We travel globally to meet clients and educate them on the markets. We educate them on the property purchase and also the Golden Visa programme, so we can cover every avenue with you when you come here to Portugal. And even in a COVID situation, we've managed to adapt, overcome and evolve on a remote business, so we can even help and guide you to move forward in any situation, whether we can travel to see you or whether we can't. We've also got an after sales team that's designated for each individual client after the purchase of the property. So we're not a company that's just going to make a sale and move forward onto the next sale. We want to nurture the client and guide them through each individual step of the purchase before, during and after. Okay, we have a digital marketing team here on the ground in Portugal, and they're experts in managing to push our brand globally through every different available platform that's out there. The idea behind the private meetings is so we can have one-on-one meetings with the client in their home country. They can ask any questions about the property purchase, taxes, the non-habitual residency programme, the Golden Visa programme, anything that they would request or ask without them physically having to come and travel to the country or before they decide to come to the country. The idea behind after sales was there was a gap in the market for realtors here in Portugal that weren't offering the facility to deal or help a client after the sale. The idea would be, anything from fiscal representation, opening bank accounts, organising renovation work with the property, or anything such as delivering furniture, installing furniture, anything that's needed for after the sale. So our main office right now is in Lisbon. It's on Avenida de Liberdade, which is the main high street in Lisbon. We're opening an office in the Algarve, and we're also opening an office in Hong Kong in the very near future. The reason for that is, we tapped into a global market, and we find that, using Hong Kong as a base in Asia gives clients the opportunity to come and meet us face to face in our offices in Hong Kong.